following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to our man Dave in Clearwater. Hey, Dave, Happy New Year. What's happening, man?
Happy New Year to you, my brother. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How you been?
I am doing well, man. I'm doing well. Can I throw a quote out at you?
Sure.
In the market, somebody knows something. Someone always knows something. That statement was made by a great trader by the name of Tom O'Brien about 6-7 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
And it kind of hit me like a brick. You're right. Somebody always knows something.
Hey, Carlos, what's going on, brother?
I'm calling you back, Tom. This morning I had the pleasure to talk to you and your son, and I don't want to miss the opportunity to talk to you again.
Well, I think you made some money on this bond.
Oh, yes, Tom. Your newsletter helped me.
That's a beautiful thing. We appreciate you growling and prowling us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Create the perfect relationship between you and your body. Treat your body with all honor, love, gratitude, and respect. When you make it a goal to adore your body and accept yourself completely, you are learning to have the perfect relationship with anyone else you are with. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 30, NASDAQ up 3, S&P's off 3.5, gold contract up $3.50, trading at $12.27 an ounce. Silver up 15 cents, $16.41 an ounce. Platinum up a buck. $9.19 an ounce. Copper up a penny and a half at $2.51 a pound. Light sweet crude flat, $47.86 a barrel. Notes, 10-year note up 18.6, 125.16. 30-year bond up 28.6, 151.16. King dollar down 400 ticks, 99.110. The euro is trading at 109 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is at 113 and a quarter to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? We go over and take a look at the SPY. You get a sideways market out here, down 41 cents. You're at 238. Yesterday, we got to a low. You had an expansion of volume. Bottom line, rejected price. What you're going to have on the weeklies out here is that bottom line is that you're going to have a high, testing the high of the 17th, the week of the 17th of March, as well as the actual high, which is the week of March 1st. So here you go. Right, thus far, we've done 246 million, going into 380 million, and going into 454 million. So the correlation is pretty intense, meaning you're shot by 200 million shares on the weekly. And on the weekly, you get a close under 239.72. You get a failure. And we're at 238.95 right now. Dow Industrials, same type of setup inside the Dow Industrials. Dow Industrials, you get a sideways move out here today. You're at 20,887. We put this on a weekly. This is a little bit different on a weekly. Bottom line is that this hasn't been able to hold price at all. It did test the highs of the week of the 29th of April, and it failed. So bottom line is that that wants lower price. NASDAQ Composite, NDX 100, different ball game. Bottom line is that the composite right now is up $2. The composite's still at highs. Weekly basis, you're at 61.18. Anything over 61.02, you get a higher high. Well, we know we have a higher high, but you're going to close in at a higher high. NDX 100, we take a look at the NDX 100. NDX 100 right now also looks like it's going to close at a high. We're 56.83. Yeah, anything over 56.46 is a bottom line, can get a higher price. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Gold contract out here. Did 184,000 contracts today. We are at 1227.90. This little baby still needs, some wide price spread accelerated volume. We got inside the 12.25.70 area, which is important. That area is two different benchmarks. It's the benchmark from the downdraft on the 4th of May, as well as what had been testing Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of this week. Actually, all week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's the 12.25 area. That is the last time that we came off the bottom. March 15th, goes topside from 1200 to 1225, has big volume there. On a weekly, you're going to see that this rejected that, and it rejected it with lighter volume. So bottom line, we'll see what happens next week if, in fact, it can get and catch a bid. Silver contract, bottom line, at least saved itself. Up 15 cents today, 55,000 contracts. We put this on a weekly, and on a weekly, silver looks good. We didn't break the lowest swing point, which is 1586. You got to 1606, and you're going to close inside the range from last week. So it looks like silver wants to make a bounce. That being said, and what could back the silver and the gold up is that you did have the XAU, the HUI, and the gold equities, silver equities catch a bid out here the last couple days. Right now, if you take a look at the XAU, XAU is trading up 72 cents. You're at 84. This wants to make it's the downtrend from the $90 level is broken, meaning this week, bottom line, next stop, going to make it build some cause, get up to the $90 area. If we go to the gold bugs index, the HUI, what you're going to see inside the HUI, same type of setup. HUI is up $1.26 today. You're at 196. That's going to be making a run for 216. And inside of that, a few of these are really performing. You had Royal Gold, folks, blow away a swing point out here. Had some good volume in it. We'll see whether it's going to be an ABC up. We need 640,000 shares for an ABC up. It's at 548 right now. I don't think it's going to get 100,000 coming into the close. That being said, this baby here looks to me like this is what's going to be pretty intense here. This looks like it's going to make a run to its highs. You get Royal Gold making a run to its highs. Royal Gold in Franco-Nevada, FNV, they're both royalty companies. They love moving before the actual contract moving. That does move. And Franco-Nevada is set up the same way. In fact, Franco-Nevada, this is... on a weekly, it's over the swing point with volume. You get an ABC up. Your A point is 60, B point 70, C point 64, which is 74. A to B equals C to D. Notes. 10-year note, folks, is setting up that next week. It looks to me like this market wants to go lower. Bond prices want to go lower. Prices want to go higher. Yields want to go lower. So we had wide price spread out here today. You're at 125.16. This looks like it wants to make the run for 126. And good old King Dollar, folks. King Dollar just can't handle it. King Dollar failed on price, failed on volume yesterday, came off that level, and it's going down with volume expanding. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow right now is down 36. Nasdaq's up 2. S&Ps are down 4. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock in option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go inside the Dow Industrials, see the strength versus the weakness inside the Dow right now. Not that it's only trading sideways. It's down $36. The weakness is United Health. That's putting 12 negative points in. Goldman's putting 11. Merck's putting 6. Boeing is putting 5. GE is putting 5. Putting positive points inside the Dow is Apple. Apple's a leader out here today, putting 13 positive. Big Mac 6. Visa, FOA. If we go over to GE, folks, okay, is having some trouble here, big time. This thing has just gone from 32 to 28. We bring this back, put this on a weekly, and what you're going to see, this is always a big danger. You consolidated. We've consolidated in GE since October. My take is that the actual S&P wants to go back to November 8th. That's where this last rally started from. The dollar is almost there right now. The yen's almost there right now. The peso, the Mexican peso, is actually not only there, it's done a little bit better. Bottom line is that this very well might be it for GE. GE, it was consolidating. It took off on let's see, November. Where are you? There. Sorry about that. Okay, there we go. So, this is interesting. Actually, GE was actually, it's already back there. Actually, GE took off a little bit earlier than that. GE, on November 9th was up at $28.88. That had actually taken off on October 2nd. Bottom line is that it's breaking this whole consolidation right now. I've been trading sideways. It's breaking the $28 level, and it's got some juice behind it. So we'll see how that shakes out next week. You're going into 165 million, and you've done 150 thus far. It looks like it's going to stop right at the lows out there. NDX 100. Let's go take a look at the strength versus the weakness inside the NDX 100. Strength out here is Wynn Resorts. That's up 2.8%. Vodafone's up 2.4%. JD.com is up 2%. Taken away from it is Norwegian Cruise Lines. That's down 2.4%. Ross Stores is off 2.4%. You get Fox down 1.9%. We go over and we take a look at Amazon. What we have with Amazon that's hanging, it's actually at highs. Amazon, folks, is just eaten the retail business alive. Bottom line is that you have, it's up $14.50. That's the new high, 962. You're taking out the 957 mark, and it looks like we're going to take this out. We could very well take it out with volume. That's going to be another, that's going to be an ABC structure on the way up. It's in the middle of an ABC up right now. So your A point on this was 850. Your B was, so it's a 75.8 to B, which ends up getting you 959. Oh, this is interesting. This is just finishing an ABC. This is just finishing a larger ABC up. But we'll see what it's going to do another one. And if we go just the opposite, of course, you go into Macy's. Macy's started it off this week. Macy's gap down. Macy's were trading at $29.83. Got their numbers out yesterday. It's trading $23.62. And believe me, that's not even like what this thing looks like it wants to do. On a monthly basis, folks, it had blown away a B point with volume. Your price projection is $8 to $5, and $5 is the low of 2008. We go take a look inside that sector. What you're going to see, this sector very well is going to really put some huge pressure on large A malls, on owners of A malls, and I suspect what we're going to have inside of that is that there's going to be debt structures in there that's going to be a problem. JWN. So JWN, Nostrum came out last night. Nostrum is down $5. This is going to be another ABC down. And when Nostrum come out, by the way, folks, Nostrum was actually trading up for $1.50. This was live on the air last night when we come right out at 4 o'clock. It was trading up $1.50, and then ba-boom, it just went south with some real price destruction. Now, Nostrum is going after a B point. So 61, I'm ballparking this, but 61.85 is your A, 42 is your B, so you're talking 19 bucks. 50 is your C point, so you're talking about $31. Right now we're at 41. We bring Nostrum back, and this, you know what? This already has a high volume low at 36. This is going to 36. This is actually, see, this is interesting, man. Hold on, let me see. This is another ABC. 77 is the A, 44. So that's 30 bucks, $32. So this is a complex ABC anyway. This is a complex ABC down to 32. Now this also has a high volume low at $6 from 08, from the crash of 08. So it's going to be pretty amazing watching those businesses. And, you know, bottom line is that their expenses are so high. We've changed our shopping habits. They can't cut the expenses as quick as they can. We go to SPG. Now, SPG is the shopping mall that they're all in. And here you go. SPG has just gone from 187 to 157. This is Simon's property. This also broke a B point with volume. Look at this. So your A's 187. It's 20 bucks, which sets up a 156. This is just finishing one ABC. You put this in a monthly. This is a big problem, man. This is going to be, this is going to be problematic. I mean, when I take a look at Simon, this thing can actually go back to, that'd be really weird. That can go back to $48. And this thing was $228 last July. So it's coming fast and furious. Now, what did happen is this. Simon's, the A malls were, watch this, I'll show you the difference. The A malls really haven't got hit, but you can see for the amount it looks to me like we've gone past the tipping point in our shopping habits. Because the C malls, they already got sliced and diced. Like Kimco Realty is a C mall. That's one of the largest owners of C malls. The C malls would have decent malls, but they have the Targets in them, the Publix or whatever store, a shopping store that you have around there, and then there's normally a couple strips, a couple outlayers with a lot of other stores in them. But those big boxes, they need them and they don't have them. And the C malls, they'd already got hit. And this is pretty. The key is going to be is that how much debt do they have? Who's holding that debt? Because that debt is not going to get paid. It's not going to get paid 100 cents on the dollar. We go and we take a look at the financials. The XLF today is flat. You're trading at 23.53. Now, what's wild about the XLF is that, let's go take a look at JP Morgan, is that in the context that, JP Morgan's down 26, but trading sideways. In the context that the Fed continues to say, and that the Fed rate, the probability that they go up is like 98% right now in June, our 10 years and 30 years are still going down. We're 2.32. So bottom line, I do expect you're going to go up, but you know what? There's something else that's hanging out here, folks, and the way that this bond is trading right now, people are putting money into bonds over this weekend. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials right now down 34. Nasdaq's flat. S&Ps are down 4.5. We're going to be right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. And folks, as you come over to our website at TFNN, you're going to see right in the top of the carousel tomorrow morning. You want to come to a workshop tomorrow morning, a nice webinar, 9 to 10 o'clock. You can come over. You can test drive my newsletter for a month, Market Insights. Bottom line, in the test drive, you're going to get the newsletter for a month. You're going to get a copy of my book, The Art of Timing the Trade. I did a webinar last Sunday night when the Paris vote was in. Tomorrow what that workshop is going to be about is what was the action this week and what I'm looking for the next couple of months. So if you'd like to sign up for that workshop, come over to our website at TFNN. You can sign up, come in that workshop tomorrow morning. The workshop is going to be from 9 to 10 o'clock in the morning. And if you can't make it live, folks, it will be archived on your page for a complete 30 days. So you can go over it. Bottom line is that you're going to want to go over it, I suspect, by Monday, though, because we're going to be talking about where this market is right now and where I suspect it's going to be and what sectors and where these sectors are going. When we talk about sectors, let's go over and we take a look at a little more in this gold sector, because this is going to be interesting. You had Rangel Resources. That little baby is up at 93 right now. On the weeklies, these things set up really nice on the weeklies, folks. Last week, they set up nice on the weeklies last week. Now they're setting up and they get follow through. What's going to be intriguing watching Rangel Resources, which is one of the leading gold stocks, is that that's going to go after a B point of a potential ABC structure up, and it's a big one. The A is 67 on this, the B is 96, so you're talking about 29 points, which would get you up to the buck 12 level, which 126 is the last high from July of 2016. If we do the same type of exercise, looking at one of the strongest gold stocks this week, and that's Rangel Resources, what you're going to see there is that what is really cool about Rangel, so watch this. Rangel, folks, broke the whole downdraft that has been in place, and you talk about breaking it with conviction, man. This is a correction that has been in place since August of 2016. And if you got the gold report, you know the run was extraordinary from January of 2016 going all the way up to July. And Rangel's and Royal Gold went to August, but most of them all went to July. It was a monster run. It was, in fact, was the biggest run since 2002 inside the equities, inside the gold and silver equities. Now what you have once again, there it is, that this baby here has broken that whole downtrend, and you very well could have a monster ABC up. And if it's a monster ABC up, it's going to be, let's see, 50, it's going to be $60, which would get you 122. And if I bring this back, let me bring this back. That's going to get interesting. So the high is 100, and that high was 2012. So this is going to be pretty wild if, in fact, that's what we get. The cool thing about ABC structures on the way up or on the way down is that it gives you an indication of where these can go. What I love about the gold market is that it's a very small market, number one, and the context is that you always have a few of them that are going first. And, you know, one goes, the second goes, the third goes, and then all of a sudden, guess what? The whole sector goes. And in that same context, let's go over and take a look at the dollar, because, you know, the actual metal is all about where the dollar wants to go. What we had out here today, you're going to see that we're down 420 ticks. It hasn't been able to catch a bid, and I expect what we're going to see here, particularly on a Friday, when you're coming into the close on a Friday, the dollar and metals are highly volatile. And if the dollar's been going down all day, guess what? You see more pressure into the close. If gold's been going down all day, you see more pressure into the close. If they've been going up, you see more buying into the close. What we had out here this week is that you were dealing with the gap down from April 21st. That's when basically it broke its lowest swing point. It was trying to close that gap for 2 weeks. What it did is that it finally got in, closed the gap. It did it yesterday. Now watch what happened, though. This is what's really cool. And this is what markets are all about: energy, folks, all about energy. So Tuesday, the dollar index had energy, good energy too. But well, guess what? It didn't reach the swing. And that's always dangerous. When you get energy, and you know that was the second day that it had energy and was trying to get up there, it's like running a marathon or swimming or whatever it else is. The energy got expended before the end of the race. So what ends up happening? On Monday, you come off the low and you do 29,000 contracts. Tuesday, 29,000 contracts. As it tries to get into the high now, okay, into the gap, Wednesday, 21,000. Yesterday, as it did it, 18,000, and then it couldn't hold the gap. It had to hold 99,560. It closed at 99,375. And then guess what? Here's your confirmation, by the way. The confirmation inside the out of time in the trade goes both ways, meaning that you have to check your work. So as we went into the gap, you had the failure on price, failure on volume. We come off that, look what happened. You went from 18,000 contracts, so we've done 23,900 contracts. We're going to end up with 24,000 contracts. And now you're going after the lowest swing point. And you're not only going after it, but you're going after it with volume. So you very well could have a much larger ABC structure on the way down. If that's what we have, the 8 point on this is 101,265. The B is 98,135. So approximately $2. That gets you into the 97, about 97,900. And when I take a look at this, and you look at this on a longer basis, this 97 to 96 looks to be like that it's game, period. Right now, that's where we took off from in November. It was 95. On a longer term basis, because we came back inside the range of 100.600, this baby's going down to 91. So it's like, okay, what is the dollar, and why is the euro going to get that much stronger versus our own dollar? Well, we're going to find out. We're going to find out pretty soon. The other side of that correlation it goes just like this. The other side of that correlation is that you get the euro. The euro is at 109.29, and this is over this whole consolidation that has been in place. And the euro right now looks like wants to run up to the 113. And if the euro gets a little more, let me pull this back just a little bit more. Okay, so, 116 is game here. This is going to get interesting. And don't forget, folks, when you come over to our website, let me show you this for a second. So when you come over to our website, you're going to see right on the front page, Everbank. Step into foreign currencies. When you get the dollar moving like this, if you want to open a euro account, a pound account, any of those types of foreign accounts, folks, Everbank makes it so easy, it's amazing. You stay right there. We're going to talk about it when we come back, because the bottom line is you go into Europe, you can lock this baby in right now. It's pretty amazing how it works. 877-927-6648. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
With over $56 million in cash and over $66 million in working capital, Great Panther Silver is positioned as a company with a solid foundation and poised for growth. While completely unhedged to the price of silver, Great Panther retains 100% ownership in 2 producing mines in Mexico, which is the top silver producing country in the world, along with future potential production in Peru. Great Panther is highly leveraged to the price of silver, and after a great year of performance in 2019, 2016, Great Panther Silver has a strong outlook for 2017 as well. With good liquidity in trading and strong fundamentals on the balance sheet while remaining completely unhedged to the price of gold and silver, now is a perfect time to take a closer look at this equity. If you'd like to find out more about Great Panther Silver, then go to greatpanther.com or check them out on the NYSE market, symbol GPL, or the TSX, symbol GPR. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find the Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 33. You get the Nasdaq up 3. S&Ps are down 3.5. And, we were just talking about, as you come over to our website at TFNN, folks, we were talking about the dollar, where I think the dollar's going to go. Correlation with, the dollar gets weaker. Bottom line, these other currencies get stronger. Well, a great way to diversify dollars, and if, whether you're talking about going on vacation in Europe, South America, Mexico, or you have children that are going to school there, bottom line, you just want a very easy way to basically trade on a much longer basis. This is a really cool way of doing it. So as you go over to Everbank, what you're going to see is that they're going to say, grab your passport and step into foreign currencies. Now, the way this works, folks, is this. You can open a foreign account. And they have 19 different currencies to choose from. You can do this for an amount of only $100 a month, if that's what you'd like to do. You can. So it's very inexpensive. Let me hit this baby here so I can show you how this works, because this is like so cool. If you don't want to do the $100 a month, you just want to open the account, it would be $2,500. There's no monthly account fees, none. You also get interest on it. It's a high yield management account. It's an FDIC insured account. It's an IRA eligible account, and it's available for business. Okay, so it's really a cool way that you just turn around and say, hey, listen, I'm going to put 5, 10 grand, whatever that is, in a different currency. Leave it in that currency. The ultimate way that this really works, which is that, let's picture if you're going to Europe, or you're going somewhere and you're going to spend 10 grand. It's like, okay, great. You want to lock that in right now? Guess what? You send 10 grand in there and US dollars. You say, I'm going to Europe. I'm happy with the euro right now. Let me lock it in. Whether you're going this year, next year, bottom line, you save a huge amount of money. The British pound, has got killed, Bottom line, same type of setup there. When we talk about currencies, they have them all. They have the Australian dollar, the Brazilian real, the British pound, the Canadian dollar, the Chinese renminbi, the Danish krone, let's see, the euro, of course, the Hong Kong dollar, the rupee, the Indian rupee, Japanese yen, Mexico peso, New Zealand dollar, the Swiss franc, Swedish krona, South African rand, Singapore dollar, Russian ruble, the Polish zloty, and the Norwegian krone. So it's really a cool way. So check it out on the front page of TFNN. And if we do go, if you watch this, if you go look at, this gets pretty intense when you actually look at the pound. So the pound is at 128 to $1, right? We bring this back because of Brexit, folks, this thing got killed. So picture this. The British pound was at $2.11 in 07. Came down in 09 at the crash to 135. Got as high again as at 171 to the US dollar. And that was in 2014, and then crashed down to 118. So if you're thinking of bottom line, going to the UK next couple of years, great way of doing it. Because what you're doing is that you're just locking in, and you know what your costs are when you're going on vacation, or you're basically just saying, hey, guess what? I think that the pound, okay, is going to be worth, $1.50. Who knows, a year, 2 years, or whatever that is. Bottom line, you're at 128 right now. Percentage-wise, that's a big number, It's a huge number. And what I like about this trade more than anything, too, is that you're not trading it, folks. That's the bottom line. You're not trading it, and you're collecting interest, which is just a total mind-blower. The Canadian dollar. Now, this is just the opposite. If you watch this, you take a look at the dollar, the Canadian dollar. Canadian dollar right now is at 137. And this baby got as weak as 146. That was in 2016. Then got as strong as 121 May of 2016. If I bring this back further, now watch this. This is going to be really a trip. The Canadian dollar, got down to $1 to $1. And that was very unusual. But guess what? When the gold market went, when commodities market went, that's exactly what happened. In 2002, the Canadian dollar was 161. So we go up to Canada, of course, you have a field day, right? Unfortunately, the Canadians come down here, it's very expensive. Well, then, when the crash came, the Canadian dollar was 94 to $1. So let's just say $1. Bottom line, it's spiked up to 146 again. Right now, you're at 137. We'll see where this shakes out. But there's a lot of different ways to get those accounts. So check it out on the front page of TFNN. Just hit that Everbank banner, and it's a great way to basically diversify the portfolio. Big time, too. Let's take a look at some of the higher volume stocks. And this today, folks, is going to be a low volume market. You have JCPenney down 75 cents. Snap, that came back $1. That's got killed on earnings. You have Frontier Communications flat. Apple's up $1.93. Nvidia is up $1.20. Oh, I want to go to Amazon again because I just realized that also what happened. So Amazon, folks, bottom line is that they are going to be getting in the furniture business too. The bottom line is that if you are in a business selling a product, man, you just got to pray that Amazon's not going to get in your business. So Amazon, they made an announcement out here earlier today that they're going to get in the furniture business, and that is going to be just pretty intense because they're going to build 4 warehouses. Right now, I can tell you, once you get used to ordering off Amazon, and I've explained it before many times. We order a lot of bathtubs, toilets, all of the above, and they just deliver them, and no one's picking them up, and it's so inexpensive. I think it seems furniture is going to be, the next thing down the line. Now, that would seem to be a little bit harder because it's like furniture is always so different. Let's go to Manny in New York. Hey, Manny, what's going on?
This is Maria.
Hi. Oh, hi, Maria. I'm sorry. How you doing?
It's all right. It's all right. No worries. It was Al who probably miscommunicated. It's all right. So nice to talk to you. Thank you very much for picking up my call.
Thank you for calling. Appreciate it.
Cool. It's really cool. I want to first thank you because I'm learning so much every day. Thanks to you guys.
That's awesome.
So this is really cool. And secondly, because I know you're tight, the GPL, I went in at 123.
Okay.
You had a nice move today. I know that at one point you were mentioning 166, which seems to be that kind of whatever, like the
swing point. Yep.
Yeah. So I was wondering if you think I should keep it.
Yes. Stay right there. Stay right there. Okay. So let's talk about it. So you get Great Panther, folks. Great Panther Silver. The low's 114. The high's 128. This, came down. It came down hard from 228 in the 24th of February. You've gone sideways. It's got some juice today. Just stay right there, Maria, okay? We're coming right back, okay?
Sounds good.
Thank you. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. Dow's down 35. NASDAQ is up 2. S&Ps are down 3. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. And don't forget, folks, if you'd like to come to my webinar tomorrow, you can just come over to our website at TFNN, sign up right in the front page. It'll be 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. We're talking with Maria from New York, and we're talking about Great Panther. So, Maria, when you take a look at this, right, I have this right up on a weekly now, and what you're going to see, it came down hard, yet came down into its strength from April of 2016. That's when this equity went from 86 cents to 225. It had volume there of 42 million. We came down last month with 25. Now what you're going to have, which is a beautiful thing, you rejected all lower price. And so what this sets up, well, I'm going to get back to the 165 for a second, but what it actually has a shot at doing is going right to 225, and we're at 131. So when you're looking at this, what we're going to be looking for is this. Well, you know, you got a nice sign of strength today. We get the price spread, you get the volume expansion. This looks like, yeah, it can take it to that 160, 65 level. That's where it broke down from, the second breakdown in April. And, you know, we'll see what kind of strength it gets, you know.
Okay, that's the way to do it. No, that's good. It's quite striking, actually. It's true. I didn't think about looking at the weekly. but it's quite yeah.
Listen, how long have you been listening to TFNN?
TFNN, I met Larry in London back in 2013. No?
I love it.
That's how I started listening.
That's a beautiful thing. Wow.
Yeah, it was like the meat of my trading life with Larry. So Larry is a great guy, and then little by little I discovered you guys. So Steve and all those guys.
Yeah.
And it's great.
Well,
it's a great team you're having.
Well, we appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us.
No, it's great. And to be fair, I really appreciate you guys and the fact that you are fair and, I mean, I think we have the same view about the politics and everything, so it's good.
No, I mean, listen,
last week I was a bit emotional with France, and I'm happy with the outcome, so this is good.
Perfect. That's a beautiful thing. Well, you have a great weekend, a safe weekend.
Yeah, you too. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye. So, market-wise out here, folks, what you're going to have out here this week, you're going to have a test on the S&P, a test on the Dow Industrials. They both failed on price, failed on volume. The NASDAQ and the NDX 100 didn't. So bottom line, they can get higher next week. Bonds, folks, bonds are saying, guess what? Something's coming down the pike here, folks, that people want to get into bonds, because the correlation is just about as direct as you can get. The Fed's saying they're going up in rates. The Fed fund probability is saying it's just almost at 100% in June. And you know what? The rates are going down. And, that can have to do with just folks saying, okay, I want to make sure I have my money back. That's one way of doing it. Another way is saying, okay, is deflation in? Bottom line, deflation in. That's going to bring rates down once again. And then I guess the last thing looking at, not the last thing, but our rates are still very high in the context of rates across the world. Our 10-year is 2.3. France is 0.8%. Germany's 0.3. Italy, which is broke, great country to go to. I'd love to be in the Amalfi Coast right now, man. It would be a great weekend. That's at 2.2. So Italy is less than us. Spain, which is broke, is at 1.5. So when you start putting that together, you can. Technically, for me, this wants to go higher. Fundamentally, for me, when I look at that, it says that doesn't make any sense. It just absolutely doesn't make any sense. So I can see that rates are going to stay lower. When you get a fast move like this, however, meaning on this bonds, this is saying that we have something setting up more than likely next week. That's what it looks like. The dollar just can't handle higher price. As we're coming into this close, it's going lower. It's down 440. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Everything you need is right inside you, folks. Go have a blast with it. Yesterday's gone, tomorrow's not here. What are you doing right now? Go have a good time, man. Thanks for being here, folks. Go get 'em.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.